Shalom. Shalom, shalom. Close this window, it's cold. Sit downstairs. Let's see. Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, Hashem 𝐤𝐤𝐃𝐉𝐄. Burn that frankincense early in the morning. They be smoking weed in the damn hallway. Whole living room smell like marijuana. They say just come and tell them, and they'll go upstairs. I don't mess with them young guys. They go ahead and smoke it. I know I smoked it when I smoked in that same hallway they in. So I know what it is. I smoked in that hallway too as a kid. So I just burn my frankincense, that's all. Hey, but first I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem 𝐤𝐤𝐃𝐉𝐄. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of GMS. And I'd like to say shalom to the 𝐤𝐤𝐃𝐉𝐄 who may be tuning in this morning, and to my beloved brothers, man, to the 𝐤𝐾M. The Wadi Habashim Shai. I see y'all crossing over. Man. The Wadi Habashim Shai, man. Everybody, the camp getting big. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Camp getting big. And that's the brothers down there, GMS Orlando and the Truth. Yeah. Got good teachers down there, good brothers. Yeah, I seen some. Wadi Habashim Shai. But I'm told the Spirit Habashim Shai at me. I was listening to a lesson that the elder out of Dallas did the other day. And he was going into some footnotes of Adam. And he was going into some footnotes, right? And the footnotes were saying that how the spirit of like rebellion was like left within us, man. You know, I heard, and I seen in scriptures that Yahweh is a God of balance. You know, so what is that? Yeah, the scriptures say that Yahweh by Shema Shai is a God of balance. So you know, he's a God of balance. So you know, it got to be balanced. In creation, there's balance. There's the you know, there's opposites. You know, the opposites of things. You know, light, the dark, the light, the dark, the good, the wicked, the righteous, the wicked. Um, you know, so that's what inspired this lesson. The footnotes were saying how we there's a wicked spirit or a rebellious spirit within us that we have to fight against. And the Apostle Paul also went into that too. You know, so that's what this lesson is about. You know, that struggle within us that we have, man. That voice, you know, that little sudden voice. You know, you know, whispering voice. Yeah. So yeah, he left. So we learned, yeah, and I guess that was like the uh, the purpose of creation. The purpose of creation, the Israelites, because he goes into it's also scripture that speaks about he wanted us to be a nation of kings and priests. Let me read it. Let me read. Let me find it and read it. It's not in this. Let me see. So like, let me get the scripture because I've been saying there's scripture that say this, scripture that say that. I need to go ahead and that's how I was taught. I need to go and what I say, I need to prove it by the scriptures. Let me see. There's some fuckery going on this comic board. Okay. Let me get this guy out of here. Davy Buggs. He done reached his limit. All right. So ain't no need for you to be here. Turn you into cyberspace, cyber dust. Davy Buggs. Davy, who's Addy? Is that and that is fools. Yeah, Hobbit lit. Get rid of your ass too. All right, so both of you clowns is gone. Cyber dust. All right, that's the spirit. They delete themselves. It's good. They delete the bullshit they be talking. All right. Let me get that scripture. I'm going into how the Lord wanted us to be a nation of kings and priests. So I need to get the scripture and prove what I say. It's Exodus 19. King James. Let me read it. It's Exodus 19:6. And it reads, "And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and holy nation. Those are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel." So that's what the Lord wanted us to be. His intentions. The children of Israel, the Lord's intention for us is to be a nation, his nation of kings and priests. So back to Right, he wants to be a nation of kings and priests. A rebellious. And, so he left that rebellious spirit within us, or impulse, because that's what it is. It'd be an impulse. It'd be something quick that tell you, that say, do this, do that, you know. Um, he left that impulse. He left that impulse, that rebellious impulse in us to not to destroy us, but to teach us obedience and discipline and the masteries, and for us to learn how to master it within ourselves, master our own selves, So pretty much this battle is with the spirit, between the flesh and the spirit, and so we the better we become at it, we it makes it'll make you a better ruler, make you a better judge, better priest, better king for the kingdom to come. And this is Romans 8:20 to 21. And it reads, "For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who hath subjected the same to hope." So it wasn't. It was the Lord's intention. It was Yahweh's intention for us to be left within us. Shalom. Yahweh Shem Abishai Barakatham. Who's that? Oh, Ashukah. Shalom, Ashukah. So it was his intentions to leave that rebellious impulse. Right. That's a good word for it. Yeah, rebellious impulse, because it's like quick. It'll say, it'll turn you from what you're thinking of. It'll turn you. You be thinking, and you hear that quick thought, that quick impulse, man. That's that rebellious. That's that rebellious impulse within us that the Lord purposely left within us. And in Romans 8:20, it says, "For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who have subjected the same to hope." So it's about us getting control and mastering that quick impulse, that quick thought, that rebellious spirit within us to become, to have hope. It's hope, because at the end, we'll be those righteous rulers, those priests, those kings, those judges. And so going to the definition of vanity. Vanity is emptiness, corruption. It pulls you towards rebellion. It's a pull towards rebellion. It's a pulling. And that's and the reason he left that in us too, another reason, to identify the elect. Because the elect are gonna hear and understand, we're gonna be like, we hear the hope that the elect are gonna hear that and gonna know what it is. We're gonna know what it is. Right up top, as soon as we hear it, we know that's that, we know. And that's that hope. It goes into I hope so. Right. Bro, spirit wasn't accident, it was driven. It was a dividing tool trade. Divine tool. Training tool. Okay. Right. So I'm going to read Romans 7:23. And it reads, I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind. And that's that inner battle that we have. That was Apostle Paul speaking about the flesh, that flesh that we have to battle, man. That rebellious impulse, man, that we have to always struggle against it. And another thing is like, there's another good point is that Yahweh Bashar Shah, he wants us to choose. I mean, he gives us the illusion that we're choosing righteousness over wickedness. So it builds us. It builds us, But in the kingdom, we're going to choose it automatically. We're not going to struggle with that. It's going to be gone. We're not going to have to deal with that wicked impulse. And Proverbs 1, 2, and 3 reads, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity. And equity. Equality, no, equity, equity. And instruction teaches us how to recognize, and so, like I said, we're going to be able, the elect will recognize, that rebellious impulse, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to learn, and we have to learn to restrain it and place it and replace it with the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashar Shah. That's how we build ourselves, man. And it's true with the scriptures. That's why Yahweh Bashar Shah gave us laws, statutes, and commandments. To guide us through, to help us through. Because this is a real struggle, man. It's a real battle to constantly get up day in, day out. And you gotta deal with this. You gotta deal with that impulse, man. You gotta deal with it. You believe. You say you believe, and I mean you can't you gotta do what you believe, man. If you don't, your conscience gonna eat you up. It's gonna convict you. But that's what the Lord wants to go through. He wants to go through. He wants to go through that to learn. In Jeremiah 17:9, it reads, "The heart is deceitful above all things. Who know it?" And when we speak about the heart, the Hebrew word for heart is la'ab, and the meaning of la'ab is the mind. So when you read the scriptures, and it says heart, it's actually talking about your mind, because the heart ain't nothing but a muscle. And we that rebellious spirit, it exposes us, man, and keeps us it should keep, if you got your eye on it should keep us humble, just knowing that, it should keep us humble and always mindful of Yahweh Bashar Shai, because it exposes you. It exposes you. Even though you might be doing, that's a struggle. Even though we might be doing okay, or we might think we're doing okay, that rebellious spirit, that impulse will pop up, man, and it'll be like, damn, But that's the battle. That's the battle we have. We have to deal with. And it keeps us humble too. That spirit, that rebellious spirit, keeps us humble, and keeps us open to correction. Keeps us open to correction. But the mission to overcome what's inside, that's the bottom line. So this is Galatians 5:17, and it reads, "For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, so ye cannot do things that ye would." So, it's that flesh, man. And the things that we want to do right. We want to do according to the law, statutes, and commandments. But we always got that rebellious spirit within us that pops up, shows its head. You know, and so the challenge is inner. The challenge is inside, internal. It's an inside job that we have to do. And there's a reward for us, for those of us who overcome it. Revelations 2:26 reads, "He that overcometh, to him will I give power over the nations." So there's a reward for it. We have to overcome it. In this scripture in Revelations 2:26, it reads, "He that overcometh what? Overcometh that struggle that we have within. He'll give us power over the nations." See, the other nations ain't doing what we doing. The other nations don't have the truth. They have they have their own understanding. We have the truth. So we're gonna have power over the nations. But the bottom line is overcoming ourselves qualifies us to be rulers, qualifies us to be priests and kings and judges. When we master ourselves, then we truly qualified to rule over a nation. Because we mastered ourselves. And we went through the struggle. And it keeps us in like a state of chastening, man. That keeps the Lord, like the Lord be on our ass, Dwadi Abashimah Shah, because it says, "Whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and he chasteneth, and no chastening for the present seemeth joyous, but it yieldeth a peaceable fruit of righteousness." Hebrews 12:5. So if the Lord chastening you, this is a chastening, man. This is a chastening where you got to deal with that. You got to deal with that all the time, every day. You're struggling, struggling. But I'm not going to say that. That's why the Lord, he's correction. He corrects us. Because for one, he's our Father, and for another reason, because he wants to break that rebellious spirit within us. But but he's gonna break it, and it's temporary. It's just for us to learn. Ezekiel 36:26 reads, "A new heart also will I give you, and I will put my spirit within you." So in the kingdom ain't gonna be no more rebellion. There's gonna be no more inner conflicts, no more resistance or righteousness or his law, statutes, or commandments. None of that. Right. So we're in the training. Right. So this is training. This is training for us. This is training. This is training for us to be those judges, those rulers, those priests, those kings. This is all training for us. And hope you're edified. I try to show the scriptures. It's another script. Let me see. It's the scripture in Genesis I want to get about how Adam's mind was changed. And that was the first, that's where rebellion came in. That's where rebellion came in. That's where, in that book in Genesis. Let me see if I can find it. I believe it's in here somewhere. Hold up. I just did it. Let me see if I can find it. Damn. 3 and 2. But it's a scripture that it's Obadiah. Actually, it was the same. It's the same scripture that the elder 𤤇𤐤𐤃𤉉𤄇 was going over. I can't find it. I can't find it, but it's. Yeah, I can't find it. But I'm not gonna speak on it right now until I can find it. So that's all I have for this morning. Wadi Habashima, shout for tuning in. You know, if just remember, you know, this is all a test. It's for our learning, you know, and the Lord, you know, that rebellious impulse that we have in our head was placed there for a reason. And so I hope the explanation I gave you was clear. I hope you were edified through it. So I'm going to say Shalom. Ashukah, you post anything? No, you ain't post nothing. All right, Shalom.